Hey guys, this is Travis with Beyond Bipolar blog. Today I want to cover something very specific. I've never actually reached out to a particular member this much, but he's been responding to me, and I'm at a point where I don't have all the answers. So I'm asking for the very few subscribers I have. What can I do about chronic fatigue syndrome? This guy's struggling with a mental health issue, but maybe recently he's actually also struggled with chronic fatigue syndrome. Right now I'm going to read off the commentary that I discussed about. I will also leave his YouTube link. However, he has no videos in which you can comment on. So right now what I'm going to do is actually read his comments from the Fractured Future. That's his ID he is using. And then I'll ask you guys to comment below in the video that I will be uploading. And it will be this video right now. Anyways, this is what this fellow has to say. The Fractured Future one day ago. Depression and anxiety ain't shit. I want to die because I have an illness that makes life hell every day. Fuck this life. I fucking hate it with a passion. I don't care what anyone says. Then I write, it is now time to never give up. It sounds cliche, but I've had 7 hospitalizations in a group home on suicide watch. I've tried over 30 different medications. It may feel like it doesn't get any easier, but if you do your best to get up and try, you're closer to the goal of stability. I even had PTSD out of the meds I have been on due to horrible side effects. I went from hating my life, suicidal already, to managing things much better. I get where you're at. The problem is you need to find where you want to go, and hopefully it isn't about ending your life. You're probably defensive now, thinking it won't get any easier, and I'm wrong, but coming from a guy that was hopeless, that didn't want to give up, I kept at my mental health journey and found success. It means you can too. Then he writes, I've struggled with mental illness for a long time, but that is nothing compared to a debilitating physical illness. Now I have both. I never gave up fighting my mental illness, yet I didn't get anything good from it. Instead, now on top of that, I'm physically ill. That's the reward I get for not giving up and fighting. I really don't give a shit if things get better anymore, but my body's literally tired of living. That thing getting better cliche is bullshit. I wish I would never have been born. If you like your life despite your struggles, then more power to you. I ever don't see the point in struggling so much when in the end our only reward will be old age and or death. And then I write, the meaning of life is finding it. Just because your time is death, that should give you the benefit of finding that meaning. I do not understand the power of a physical illness, or I do not have it, so I will never understand that point of view. Ultimately is your decision. If you choose to take your own life, try to learn to find meaning in some type of social group. Lack of friends, lack of happiness can largely be countered when you try to explore by reaching out to others. It makes life more easier than feeling isolated in your own pain. I can't tell you that life will get better. I can't tell you to not give up. I can't tell you to not take your life, but I can still try to encourage you to try to explore some kind of meaning in life. In the end, it is your decision and choice to do whatever you want to do. And I'm not here to convince you to do things you do not want to do, but from my perspective, my choice is to try to reach out to you when you are in a dire situation, and at least try to listen to your predicament. And he writes, I really appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. And I write, no problem. Please comment if you have unsettled issues. Most people are just looking to be listened to. I won't judge, so please try to reach out when things are tough. Then he writes, I can't do this anymore. I have what is called chronic fatigue syndrome. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I used to be so active and healthy until I got this. It has really ruined my life. Also, there's no cure for it. I may or may not ever get better. When I was dealing with anxiety and depression, exercise was my best friend. It helped me keep my sanity, but now I can't even do that, so I'm really losing it now. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't really want to either. It's also not even about me being depressed. It's just that life is passing me by while I'm over here sick. If I wasn't sick, I wouldn't want to die. Then I write, I've actually heard of that. I'm curious, are you on medication that's inducing more of it? Have you been able to try to get yourself to go on a walk to combat the fatigue? I used to get fatigue while in Latuda, which is why I asked, but I've been on it for 7 years now and the effects went away. Does it make exercise difficult? Then he writes, I'm not on any medication, and my diet is very clean. It feels like having the flu without coughing, sore throat, etc. Chronic fatigue also doesn't just affect your body, but it affects your thinking as well. Memory loss, brain fog, and anxiety. I can exercise a bit, but it feels like I'm dying, and when I'm done, the fatigue hits me twice as bad. I've tried many things and was almost seeing the light at the end of the tunnel after 2 years of suffering. Then I got food poisoning that set me back worse than I have ever been. That's kind of what triggered my suicidal thoughts. It worked so hard to the point that I was feeling better. Just to have it knocked down, I'm literally too tired to try anymore. And I write, I know acquaintance of mine that decided to go on a clean diet, like organics and farm fresh meats. Have you ever considered that? And he writes, that's actually what I've been eating since I got it. I've even gone broke from how expensive organic grass food is. And then I write, I do not have all the answers, but if you would like me to do a shout out to you, I can ask my subscribers. I don't have a lot, but I can still ask them for advice and tips. I'm sure you could use the support. Sadly, I do not have all the answers. Would you like that? And then he writes, that's incredibly kind of you, and it would be really helpful, but I wouldn't want to waste any more of your time. Then I write, no, I can definitely do it. There are some days where I just don't feel like reacting or creating new mental health videos, but I'm sure people might want to reach out. So, subscribers, viewers, knowledgeable people on YouTube, do you have any advice for someone struggling with mental health issues? On top of that, a debilitating chronic fatigue syndrome. For me, I've experienced the effects of suicidal ideations while on mood stabilizers, while on antipsychotics, and for the most part, antipsychotics seems to make you very chill to the point where you want to sleep at the worst, maybe 14 to 15 hours a day, and that wastes a lot of your day. However, this guy seems to be at a point where he doesn't want to try meds, or he's tried meds and they're not working, and the fatigue is getting to the point where he is unwilling to do anything with his life, and he's given up hope. So I'm asking you guys at the bottom of my heart, what could I do for this guy? Is there anything that I could tell him that could help benefit him in the end? Is there any tips that you subscribe? Any advice? For those that suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome, I don't have all the answers, so I'm looking for that answer. I know I could just look up research that is done on that, but in the end, I feel like it'd be more beneficial for people to reach out to him or give advice for those that personally have struggled with it. So, his idea is called The Fractured Future. He has 3 subscribers, including me. He doesn't have any videos, so if you guys have any advice, please comment to this video below. I want you guys to try to reach out to this guy. I'll try to tag this guy in this video. I will actually link him to this video, and hopefully he can reach out to you guys through the comments below. So I'm asking you guys, please reach out to me. I'm looking for advice on chronic fatigue syndrome. He's at a loss. He's at his lowest point in life, and is just looking for advice. Someone to listen to his feelings, to his experiences regarding chronic fatigue syndrome. So this is Travis Baylitz with Beyond Bipolar Blog. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell button if you want to see future videos. I normally do not actually do a shout out to just regular commenters. I have done reaction videos to other people, but I've never actually specifically done a video reaching out to particular people regarding a commenter of mine. So this is something new. I may consider doing these in the future, but if you have any advice, please comment below. Once again, this is Travis with Beyond Bipolar Blog. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.